we're going to make this fun tonight, because we're fun girls. And we're going to tell you a letter. And so get your bags ready. Have your bags handy, your purses, your bags, your suitcases, whatever you brought with you. And we're going to give you a letter. And the first 3 people to pull something out of your bag that begins with that letter gets a Diva ticket. And the Diva with the most tickets at the end of tonight wins the Diva prize. You're all going to be jealous. It's a fabulous Diva prize. Fabulous prize. So the rule is you have to have it pulled out of your purse holding up. Okay, ready?
Okay, the first letter is W.
Wallet. Water. Water. Oh, gosh. I got wallet back there. Here. I'll grab you a ticket. Okay. You're welcome.
Okay. W stands for welcome, and we do want to welcome you, and we are so glad you're here. We already did the introductions, but the one, Andy and Joan Horner started this company, and I would really encourage you on the website, there's a little spot where you see their welcome. And I really encourage you to watch that little video, just to kind of see just get to know them a little bit. And they are the reason. Joan, our Queen Mother, just passed away this last December, and but Andy and Joan are really the reason that Premier is different. Premier is a very, very different direct sales company. And if you're new here, I hope that you have done your homework and looked at other direct sales companies, because we really are different. And really the whole reason that we are is because of that couple and their desires to create a company that is about people. Because really this is a people business. It's just jewelry is the vehicle that's going to get you there. And so we all talked in the beginning, right, about how much money that you wanted to be able to make. The average show is $600, so your profit is going to be $300. If you do 4 shows, there you go, that's $1,200. So a lot of you, I heard $1,000 over and over and over. Some of you wanted $2,000, some of you wanted $3,000. But right now, if you're brand new, you're just doing home shows. Obviously, sponsoring is the tool, and you can do that. But right now, if you're brand new and you don't have a team yet, the money that you get is going to come from home shows. So what you need to do right now is you need to be able to say, hey, if I want to make that $1,000, I need to do 4 shows in that month. But guess what? If you want to be able to do 4 shows, you're going to need to have 6 on your calendar, because we do have things called cancellations. And guess what? It's not just new jewelers that get them. Donna gets them, Amy gets them, I get them, we all get them. It's pretty normal. And so I just wanted to let you know that this business definitely does work. Donna told you a little bit. I did 6 home shows a month in 2005. That was my very, very beginning. And I made $36,000 that year. Now, the next year, I did 4 shows a month and made $53,000. Now, how does that add up? How do I do less shows and make more money? And that, exactly. Sponsoring is definitely the way to go, because it's not only, though, about getting yourself, because guess what? If you are making money, that whole 10%, you are helping other people reach their dreams, because you can't make money unless they do. And so anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you knew you have your why, you need to post it, you definitely need to be able to have that out there so you know what you're working for. You are going to get lifelong friends in this business. It is not, you are going to be friends with your customers. You are going to be friends with your hostesses. Some of your hostesses are going to become team members. You are going to become extremely close with your team members. I kind of say that this is like a university here. We're here to teach you the beginning of this whole journey that you're on. And it's kind of like you're all in the same, we're in one big sorority. Because that's what we do. We all help each other. And it is. You know what? And we have, Amy and Donna and I are in 3 different teams. But I tell you, I talk to Amy almost on a daily basis. I mean, we are BFFs, and that's what this business does. There's no stepping on toes. There's just women empowering women, and you are going to find that that's what you can get with Premier. So it's not just about money, it is also about friendships, and you are going to just have some lifelong friends with this. We have awards and recognitions, because not only do you make money in this business, you start off with a kit. How many of you new jewelers got the gold kit? Okay, I'm glad to see that, because that is the best way to come into this business. But how many of you that got the gold kit would like more? would you like to know? Really?
Never enough.
Would you like to know how you can make a pile of jewelry? Do you see all that jewelry over there? Amy is going to explain how you can get all that jewelry for free. And you know what? I've gotten all that jewelry. In my first 8 months, I got all that. And Amy, I think you've gotten all that, right? All that jewelry. It is doable. It's not required, but guess what? Who doesn't want to get all that extra free jewelry?
Well,
So,
here's the deal. Premier, you know, in most other companies, when you do your job and you're making money and you're doing your job, you're doing a good job, they don't give you a lot of recognition, or maybe they give you a pat on the back, but then they expect you to do more work. Premier says, you go out there, make yourself lots of money, and we're going to give you free jewelry so you can make lots more money for yourself and not have to keep reinvesting your own money into getting new pieces of the line. Do your job, you know, enrich lives, do shows, and earn lots of it for free. So
we're going to get this up on the screen. I forgot to get it ready in 1 second there. But while we're getting that ready, I think that's caught there, yeah. Are any of you new jewelers sitting in here right now? Did you get your jeweler number in October? Stand up. Who got it in October? Gina B?
Stand up.
And okay, Gina, do you even know this promotion just
I
came
just
out?
found out the
Yes!
news.
And then did you get yours in
I haven't
October?
gotten it yet, so I will be.
Oh, then you will be. This is really, really good. So when Amy goes through this, can you guys see this, or can I turn just these down? I'm going to blow it up, but can you see that, or should I turn these lights off?
It's common.
Anybody? I'm going to just zoom it up a little bit. I'll just zoom it up like really big, like 200%, and then I'll just. Or too big. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, Amy.
Okay, first contest that you get that Premier gives you is your Quick Start contest. $300 for doing 9 shows within your first 45 days. Why do you want to wait to do shows? And if you work full time and you only want to do 1 show a week, that's great. But go for Quick Start, go for the contests, and win the free jewelry, and then slow down if you want to afterward. But you're not going to want to because it's kind of addicting. So that's the first contest is Quick Start. Make sure you win that. That's in your first 45 days. After Quick Start is, well, because you're doing a lot of shows, naturally the next contest that you can win is part of the Crown Jewel program, and most people, we don't even think about this one. It kind of gets lost in the shuffle. The Crown Jewel program, when you have 3,000 CV, which is about 6,000 in sales within 30 consecutive days, you win $200 in free jewelry. Now you also get CV from sponsoring jewelers that come in with a kit. When you sponsor a jeweler that comes in with the gold package, you get 750 CV. The silver package, you get 475 CV. Premier wants you to have a balanced business. So by retailing and sponsoring, you can earn more free jewelry. So this is the first one. Sapphire is within 60 days. When you have 6,000 CV, you win $400 in free jewelry. After you do that, you can achieve Ruby, which is 9,000 in 90 days, so 3 months. And that sounds like a lot, but you know what? When you're sponsoring, the more shows you're doing, the more people you're in front of, the more people want to hear about this business. And Premier is rewarding you by giving you more free jewelry just in time for the new line to come out too. So that's 600, followed by Emerald. When you do 12,000 CV in 120 consecutive days, they give you $800 in free jewelry, and that's very, very exciting. Now, Premier keeps track of that for you, but because, raise your hand if you're smart. Everybody should raise their hand. We are all smart women in this room, and a smart guy in this room. Pay attention to your CV. Pay attention to your sales, because if you miss it by like 25 points, you're going to be really upset. So pay attention to it, because that'll help keep you motivated. So that's the next. Then, because you've already done 9 shows for your Quick Start, you're almost halfway to Home Show Club. What's Home Show Club? 25 home shows within 120 consecutive days. Now, it's any consecutive days, but you're already doing Quick Start. You've already got 9 shows under your belt. Why not keep going? Premier is going to say, congratulations, you've won Home Show Club. What's the big deal? The big deal is that then when you reach 100 home shows, Premier is going to give you 250. Oh, that's what that one was, I think. They're going to give you $250. That's this one. I think $250 in free jewelry. If you don't do home show club, you could do 100 home shows in any span of time, but you'll never get rewarded for it. They'll never give you the free jewelry. So earn home show club, 25 shows within 120 days. Then once you hit 100 home shows in any amount of time, there's no time period for that, you win free jewelry. God bless you. Then when you do 200 or 250 the next one, you get more free jewelry, and they just keep, you don't even realize it, you just get little checks in the mail, and it's really nice. So any questions on that? Okay, next one, Jones Rookie Team. I love this. When you first become a jeweler and you are really excited about this business, the best thing that you can do is share it with somebody else. Get a running buddy, get a girlfriend. People think, oh, I'm a new jeweler, I don't even know this business myself. Actually, you learn much quicker if you have somebody to share it with and to teach right along with it. When you sponsor 2 girls within your first 6 months and do 12 shows, you are part of Jones Rookie Club, and this is a very elite club. Kelly couldn't get in this. Ooh.
Wait a minute. Because they didn't have it.
I know, because they didn't have it. I couldn't
Not
get it
because I
either.
couldn't have gotten it. I'm a little competitive there.
Neither one of us could. Donna can't even get this
New.
one. This is
So
new.
you guys
This
can
has
get
only
something
been.
that we can't even
That's
get.
right. So do this. 2 jewelers, 12 shows within your first 6 months. You get Jones Rookie Club and $300 in free jewelry, and you're halfway to Builder. Halfway to Builder. Builder is 4 jewelers, 24 shows. You get another $300 in free jewelry. And then when you're Builder, you are more than halfway to Designer. Designer is, you add 3 more girls to the team, so now you got 7 girls, 36 shows, and look at this whopping stack of jewelry. $500 in free jewelry. You guys, this Premier sets it up for you. They want you to have a successful business. They want you to be out there making money for your needs, for your whys, and they're going to reward you for doing so. So there you go. Your first year, go for all this.
Absolutely. And you know what I want to be able to tell you is generally if you get your quick start, you usually get amethyst. So your quick start and your amethyst is the beginning of the crown jewel, and rookie club and home show club. It's kind of all in the beginning. You can get bam, 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 a bunch of them. I will tell you, I did get amethyst, sapphire, ruby, and emerald right away. You don't have, basically what it is, it's any 30-day span. So if you have a few home shows and you're not making it, it's any 30-day span. It doesn't have to be the first of the month to the end of the month. And your sponsor will go over that with you in detail and help you learn how to track your CV so you know how close you are. But generally, you need, I think I did about 6 to 8 shows to get that. If you're doing 1 or 2 shows a month, I don't want you to be disappointed, but you probably won't earn amethyst because you pretty much need to do, well, you can do the math because it's 3,000 CV. Okay, next letter. You got your diva tickets?
I got them. All right,
Got
I
your
got 4
purses
of them.
ready?
Grab your purses.
The next letter is
Oh,
E.
Oh, well, what is it?
You gotta say it.
Shout it out.
You gotta shout it out. You can't just hold it out. You gotta shout it out.
All right, I got it. All right, there we go.
Got it? Next time, you gotta
Gotta yell it out.
yell it out. Okay. Well, you guys are quick though. All right, here's the deal. E stands for expectations. And I want to be able to tell you what to expect, because if you know what to expect, then you're going to be able to handle it, right? If something comes up at you unsurprised, it's kind of a scary thing. So we want to be able to tell you things that will happen, and it happens to everybody, everybody. So to be successful, you need to learn to move on and get over it, okay? Because these things are going to happen to you. It's kind of like, when you have your first baby, you don't really know what's going on. And then I remember when I was pregnant with my second baby, I was like, oh, I don't want to do this again because I know what happened. But at least I knew what to expect, and I knew I was going to be able to hold that bundle of joy, and so it was awesome. One thing you're going to be is nervous. You know what? It could be outside of your comfort zone. You may not like to stand in front of people. You may not like to talk in front of people. You may have a lack of fashion knowledge. You may have a lack of organizational skills. Not everybody has every single thing that you need, but guess what? We're going to teach you and we're going to help you. And there is no cookie cutter jewelry lady. You don't have to be a certain height or a certain weight or a certain hair color. You don't have to be, you can be shy, you can be very outgoing. It doesn't matter, because we're going to give you the tools that are going to help you. There's lots of things that you're going to see where maybe somebody might memorize everything and just go for it. Maybe somebody else might want to use little note cards, and maybe somebody else might want to use a flip chart. but we're going to give you the tools so it doesn't matter what personality type you have.
Can I add something, Kelly?
Absolutely.
Raise your hand if you're still doing shows right now as a new jeweler or semi-new jeweler with friends and family. If you're still kind of in that group. Okay. Let me tell you something, and this is everybody that I've talked with, and myself included. It is so much easier and less stressful when you get out of your family and friends, because a lot of times they do it because of obligation. People you don't know will schedule shows with you because they've fallen in love with you, and they fall in love with the jewelry, and they're doing it because they really want to. So just know that that's the end goal, to get out of family and friends. You want to be meeting people, and when you have friends and family that say, okay, fine, Heidi, I'll do a show for you. Oh. And you'll say, okay, we're going to get a lot of free jewelry, and your hostess coach, and we're going to go over all that stuff tonight. And she's going to say, your friend may say, you know what, I'm just doing this to help you out. I don't really care about the free jewelry. I don't really care. I'm just going to, do it to help you out. You need to know, to tell her, the best thing you can do to help me is to work it like you really want that free jewelry. Get people there that I don't know. That's number one. So keep that in mind. When you're dealing with friends and family, they're feeling under the gun. You want to be able to move beyond them, and this business will be so much easier when you do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, work wisely. That's another thing. Work in the nooks, and we always say work in the nooks and crannies of your life. And what does that mean? We are all busy. And there's only so many hours of the day, and we all need more. Would you agree? Or do you have like all this extra time on your hands? I don't care who you are, if you have little ones or if you have big ones. Mine are all grown up, and I am still busy. So we always say it's a crock pot business, not a microwave. So be patient. If you know that, if you want to build a team, somebody back here wanted, who was the $10,000 a month? You know what? You will get there, but you have to be patient, because I wanted it overnight and I got antsy. And then I struggled with my business a little bit, because you need to learn to be patient. It will come. For sure, it will come. But you just need to work consistently and with intention. And that's what we're going to do. Most of you are probably, I'm assuming, doing this business for your family, right? Maybe make some money to help your family. Make some money so you can spend time with your family. But you also need to know that you're doing this business for your family. So sometimes there might be a little bit of give and take, a little bit. My kids were real heavily, involved in sports. And did I need to be at every single practice, or could I miss a few practices and just be there for the big games? So sometimes there is a little bit of a sacrifice. You're going to have a variety of home shows, okay? You're going to have low shows at $100. Did you really have $100 shows?
I did.
So do I.
did.
We all have them. You're going to have high shows.
Had them.
How many? How much?
I've had a $2,300.
Yeah, me too. I've had like $2,400, and guess what? You go home and you're just like, I just made $1,200 in one night. Cha-ching! It's so fun. Sometimes
And it's legal.
Sometimes it's legal. Sometimes I'm driving home and I'm just like, I can't even believe this business. And guess what? Not only are you going to have low shows and high shows, but you're going to have no shows.
Had them.
Have you? Have you showed up and then nobody was there?
Yep.
And you know what? That's okay. Because you know what? Sometimes that can be your best show. Because you know that this is more about enriching lives. And maybe think about how that hostess is going to feel. I have no friends. She's embarrassed. Just shower her with love. Play in the jewelry with her. And maybe she had a bad, whatever. Maybe that was just the intent of that show, is to be able to become a friend with her. So just know that there's never a bad show. I remember coming home and I was just, whining and complaining, because I had a lot of $1,000 shows in the beginning. I just did. So that's what I thought was going to happen all the time. And so I had this one show, and there was like one person there, and it was like a $100 show, and I was whining about how it didn't even pay for my gas. It was all the way down in wherever. And I remember Rosemary Grayson saying, Kelly, there is no bad show. And you know what? From that show, I ended up sponsoring somebody who became very close to me. She was a young mom, and she had cancer, and she's with Jesus now. But you know what? She blessed me so much in my business, and I would have, you know what? That was one of those shows that I was complaining about. That wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth my time. And I could cry now thinking, worth my time? Man, yes, it was worth my time. So just know that. Know you're going to have that. Postponements and cancellations. Definitely going to have those. Amy's going to hostess coach in a little bit, and she's going to teach you how to minimize that. So we do have tricks and tips to help minimize those. But no matter how good you hostess coach, no matter what you do, you're still going to have a postponement or a cancellation. Life happens. And so that's why you always have to say, schedule a few more. Return exchanges. Lots of times new jewelers get really upset about this. Man, I've got some jewelry, it's breaking. I can't believe I'm selling this stuff. I'm embarrassed, it's breaking. Is this cheap jewelry? What's going on?
And usually when it happens, it's like you get lots of them all at once.
And you know what? This is high quality, high-end jewelry. Do you know our breakage percentage is like 2.5%. It is the lowest in the industry. It really is low. But let me tell you something. Learn to embrace return exchanges. I can't tell you. Make up some of these packets, put a return exchange label, and every single time you get a return exchange, don't look at it as something that's bad. Embrace these, because these good customer service will get you hostesses, it will get you a sponsor, somebody to sponsor, because you are showering them. These allow us to serve.
Do you guys want to know the difference that Premier really is? There are some companies where the customer is expected to send their items back if they break or a stone falls out. Our jewelry is man-made here in the United States, and stones are actually set in. If you go down to our manufacturing plant down in Texas, you can see them actually putting the stones in. And if there is a flaw, sometimes that might happen. Some other companies expect the customer to send it back, and will only be accepted back if they have the original receipt and the original packaging. Did you know that? I love that with our customers, they called me up. I had 2 hostesses just call me up and say, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? I know. And I'm able to take care of that for them. Kelly's right, embrace it, love it, because most other companies, you're out of luck, and customers complain about that. Yeah.
I had a hostess call me on Sunday night. She'd worn the More Imagination necklace, and the cord came out in the clasp, right? Went and picked it up Monday before we came here. Ended up doing it online. It's already on its way to her house.
Yeah.
It's already been shipped, and she's going to have it tomorrow. So that in a matter of 2 days, she's going to get a brand new piece.
Yeah.
And the first time you get it, all you have to do, we're not going to teach you right now here how to do it, because you're going to learn so much. The very first time you have a return exchange, it's actually very simple on the website, and call your sponsor and she will help you through that. The other thing to expect is difficult customers. You're dealing with people, and you will have just difficult customers, but if I can just tell you this, if you can treat them with a servant's heart, no matter what, and just shower them with love. I mean, I really had some doozies. It is hard. It is hard, and I had somebody that was really very rude to me several times. Really rude. And I literally almost wanted to cry when I got off that phone. And, you know, part of me just want to kind of just say, well, screw this. But you know what? I showered her and showered her and showered her with just customer service. I said, oh, I'm so, let me, you know, replace this for you. Let me do this, let me do that. I just kept showering her. And you know what? She's like one of my best hostesses now, and she is my $2,000 home shows, and she loves me. And you know what? It's because I gave her a servant's heart. So you know what? Do that.
And you don't know what's happened before they called you. You don't know if they got into a fight, or if, you know, you have no idea what happened. So have a servant's heart.
Absolutely. The last thing about what to expect, you also, at your shows, you really should look like the jewelry lady. And you want to look like the jewelry lady not only at your shows, but all the time. Because guess what? This business, we are always working this business. If you're at Jewel, if you're getting a cup of coffee, if you're running out to the post office, I don't care if you have yoga pants on and a little black shirt. You throw on some jewelry, because I'm telling you, you will be amazed at what you can do when you're out and about. So you always want to look like the jewelry lady. And you know, we don't want you to change who you are, but if you've maybe not gotten a haircut in a while, or you want to maybe update and do something like that, maybe if you don't wear makeup, I suggest it shows you put it, you know, just like when you are on stage, they always say wear a little lipstick and maybe some mascara, because, you know, it just opens up and brightens things up a little bit. But you want to be in fashion, and you want to make sure that you're showing jewelry, you're showing rings, you want to make sure that your nails are manicured. And I know this may sound kind of funny, but you really do want to look the part. I mean, if you went and you saw somebody in scrubs, would you know what their occupation was? Yeah, you would know that they're either doctor, dentist, you know, whatever. If you saw somebody with those overcoat, what are those coverall things are with the patch right here that said Joe, you know, would you know what he did? Right? He's a maintenance, you know, maybe working on cars, whatever. You know what they do. Well, you're the jewelry lady, so you need to look like the jewelry lady all the time. At your shows, we suggest, this way you don't have to go and you're not thinking, oh, I'm the jewelry lady now, I have to go buy all kinds of new clothes. You really don't. Because what you're going to want to wear is usually something same, different. And you really want to stay away from any kind of flowery outfit or busy outfit at your shows. It's okay when you're out and about because you can match your jewelry. But if you're showing a lot of jewelry, you may not use yourself. You might use a mannequin. You might use neckboards. You might use people. But at some point, you might be showing people on yourself, and you want the jewelry to stand out and not get kind of lost. So my suggestion is to get, I have black skirts, I have black capris, black pants. It doesn't have to be black, it can be, but solid is good. And then that way I don't have to think about it. I know that I'm always going to throw on, a black t-shirt or a black dress or whatever, and then maybe throw on something like this. Do you have anything to add to that?
I do, and here's something that people at your shows, we all have black in our wardrobe, brown or white or tan. Not everybody, if I were to wear a fuchsia shirt, people might look at me and say, well, that looks good on you with that necklace. I don't have that color. I wouldn't look good in that jewelry. So when you're wearing basic solids, blacks, browns, whites, that are very neutral, everybody has that in their closet, and they can relate to that, and they can picture how it would look. I can't tell you how many times I'm at shows, and somebody will say, well, put that necklace on. Let me see how that one looks. Thinking, well, you should put it on yourself and go look at yourself in the mirror, because you're the one interested in getting the necklace. But they can visualize themselves because you have on just a blank canvas, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Typically, we don't really wear jeans. You do want to look professional. This is a business. Yes, it's fun, and you're your own boss, and you can do what you want. But we really do suggest you not wearing jeans. Because you want to be able to look, and you want to have tons of jewelry on. You really do need to have on, several stacked up bracelets and layered necklaces. And usually, I like to wear expensive necklaces. They'll find the inexpensive ones in the catalog because usually what you're wearing or what you're showing is pretty much what they're going to buy. So that is what to expect. You guys want to know the next letter? Are you awake?